your Ongoing Grief Recovery Toolkit. 6 months after completing this course, Maria called me in tears. It was a Tuesday afternoon, and she'd just walked past a pet store. In the window was a golden retriever puppy that looked exactly like her beloved Max had as a puppy. The grief hit her like a tidal wave. "I thought I was over this," she sobbed. "I thought I was healed. Why does it still hurt so much?" Here's what I told Maria. "You're not broken. You're not going backwards. This is what grief looks like long term. It visits occasionally, but it doesn't move in permanently anymore. The difference is, now you have tools to handle these moments." The power of a grief recovery toolkit. Maria had forgotten about her grief recovery toolkit. Within an hour of our call, she'd used 3 different strategies from her toolkit, and the wave had passed. She felt sad but not devastated, tender but not shattered. That's the power of having a grief recovery toolkit. You can't prevent all grief waves, but you can be prepared for them. Today, in our final lesson together, we're creating your personal grief recovery toolkit. This is your emergency kit for grief waves, anniversaries, and unexpected triggers. Think of it as your emotional first aid kit, because healing isn't a destination. It's an ongoing journey, and every journey needs the right tools. Understanding grief waves versus setbacks. Grief waves, temporary, comes, peaks, and passes. You feel sad, might cry. Foundation of healing remains. You remember this feeling will pass. Grief waves are normal and healthy. They're part of the continuing bond with your pet. They don't mean you're not healing. They mean you loved deeply. Setbacks. Feel like you're back at square one. All progress seems to have disappeared. Feels like drowning instead of just getting splashed. Setbacks happen when you don't have tools to handle the waves. When you panic and think, "I thought I was over this." When you interpret the wave as evidence that you're not actually healing. Your toolkit prevents waves from becoming setbacks. It gives you concrete actions to take when grief surprises you. It reminds you that feeling sad sometimes doesn't erase your progress. What grief waves look like in long-term healing. Specific triggers. They're triggered by specific things. Anniversaries, certain songs, seeing similar pets, visiting places you went together. They don't come out of nowhere anymore. Intense but brief. Instead of lasting days or weeks, they might last minutes or hours. Sad but not hopeless. You miss your pet deeply, but you don't feel like your life is over. Functional. You might cry, but you can still go to work, maintain relationships, take care of yourself. This is healthy grief. This is what healing looks like in the long term. Not the absence of sadness, but the presence of tools to handle it. Creating your immediate response kit. Your immediate response kit is for those moments when grief hits unexpectedly and you need something right now. These tools work within minutes. Physical comfort tools. Keep a special blanket, stuffed animal, or piece of your pet's bedding that brings comfort. Physical touch can be incredibly soothing during emotional waves. Have a comfort playlist ready. Include songs that help you feel connected to your pet in a loving way, not devastating way. Also include songs that are purely comforting, even if they have nothing to do with your pet. Create a comfort box with photos, their collar, a favorite toy, or other small mementos that bring peace rather than pain. This isn't a shrine, it's a resource. Emotional regulation tools. Gentle witness technique. Practice the gentle witness technique we learned in week 1. Acknowledge the grief. "I see you, sadness. I know you're here because I loved deeply. You can stay for a while, but you don't get to take over." Breathing technique. Use the breathing technique. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, breathe out for 6. This activates your parasympathetic nervous system and helps calm the emotional storm. Permission statements. Have your permission statements ready. "I have permission to miss them and still be okay. This wave doesn't erase my healing. I can feel sad and still live fully." Connection tools. Support network access. Keep the contact information for your support people easily accessible. One person you can text, one you can call, one who can be with you in person if needed. Favorite photo. Have your pet's favorite photo on your phone. Not one that makes you devastated, but one that makes you smile through tears. Self-compassion letter. Write yourself a letter when you're feeling strong to read during grief waves. Dear future me, if you're reading this, you're having a hard moment. Remember that you felt this way before and you've gotten through it. Remember that loving pet's name was a gift, not a curse. Immediate action tools. Movement. Go for a walk, especially in nature. Movement helps process emotional energy. Creativity. Do something creative with your hands. Draw, write, garden, cook. Creativity channels grief energy into something productive. Ritual. Light a candle for your pet. Simple rituals can provide immediate comfort and connection. Your anniversary and special date protocol. Anniversaries and special dates need a different approach than unexpected grief waves. You know they're coming, so you can prepare. Before the date, plan the day intentionally. Don't leave it to chance. Decide how you want to spend the day and what would feel most honoring. Inform your support network. Let people know a difficult day is coming and what kind of support you need. Do you want company, space, check-in texts? Prepare your environment. Maybe you want fresh flowers, their favorite blanket nearby, or photos displayed. Create a space that feels loving, not haunting. During the anniversary date, honor your pet. Honor your pet intentionally. Visit their favorite park. Donate to a shelter in their name. Look through happy photos. Tell stories about them. Allow feelings. Allow the feelings. Don't try to push through or distract yourself completely. Let yourself feel sad, grateful, loving, whatever comes up. Life-affirming activity. Do something life-affirming too. Don't make the whole day about grief. Include something that brings you joy or connects you to life moving forward. After the anniversary date, acknowledge your courage. Acknowledge your courage. You faced a difficult day and survived it. That takes strength. Reflect and adjust. Notice what worked and what didn't. Adjust your protocol for next time. Plan something positive. Plan something to look forward to in the coming days. Don't let the anniversary create a pit you fall into. Sample anniversary day schedule. Morning. Light a candle. Look through happy photos. Write in journal. Afternoon. Visit their favorite park or volunteer at animal shelter. Evening. Dinner with understanding friend. Early bedtime with comfort movie. This isn't rigid. Adjust it to fit your style and needs. Maintenance practices for long-term wellness. Your toolkit isn't just for crisis moments. It also includes regular practices that maintain your emotional wellness and prevent small triggers from becoming big waves. Daily practices. Continue some form of the emotional check-ins we practiced in week 1. This doesn't have to be elaborate. Just, how am I feeling today? What do I need? Keep a gratitude practice that includes gratitude for your pet's love. Today, I'm grateful for the way pet's name taught me about unconditional love. Maintain the self-compassion language we learned. Speak to yourself with kindness, especially on difficult days. Weekly maintenance practices. Support network connection. Schedule regular connection with your support network. This keeps relationships strong so they're there when you need them. Creative memorial activity. Do something creative or meaningful related to your pet's memory. Tend their memorial garden. Add to their photo album. Write a story about them. Grief check-in. Check in with your grief. Are there any patterns or triggers you're noticing? What's working well? What needs adjustment? Monthly maintenance practices. Toolkit review. Review and update your toolkit. What tools are you using most? What do you need to add? What's no longer serving you? Giving back. Consider how you can help other people going through pet loss. Giving back creates meaning and helps your own healing. Future planning. Plan ahead for any upcoming difficult dates or potential triggers. Seasonal maintenance practices. Holiday preparation. Prepare for holidays, seasons, or times of year that were special with your pet. Don't let these catch you off guard. Healing assessment. Assess your overall healing journey. What progress have you made? What areas need more attention? Professional support consideration. Consider professional support if you notice patterns of getting stuck or if waves are becoming more frequent instead of less. Customizing your toolkit to your unique needs. Your toolkit needs to be personal. What works for someone else might not work for you. Here's how to customize it. Consider your personality type. Are you introverted or extroverted? Introverts might need more solo tools like journaling and meditation. Extroverts might need more connection-based tools. Are you more emotional or analytical? Emotional types might benefit from creative expression and ritual. Analytical types might prefer structured approaches and concrete action steps. Do you prefer structure or flexibility? Some people need detailed protocols. Others need general guidelines they can adapt in the moment. Customizing your toolkit to your lifestyle. Consider your lifestyle. What tools can you access anywhere? You need some options that work whether you're at home, work, or traveling. What's realistic for your schedule? Don't create a toolkit that requires 2 hours when you have 10 minutes. What fits your budget? Most tools should be free or low cost, so they're always accessible. Customizing your toolkit to your specific triggers. Situation-specific tools. What situations are most likely to cause grief waves for you? Create specific tools for those situations. time of day considerations. What time of day is hardest? Make sure you have tools that work for that time. Support style preferences. What type of support do you respond to best? Visual, auditory, physical, social. Sample toolkit categories. For the person who needs immediate distraction, playlists, phone games, physical exercise, calling a friend. For the person who needs to lean into the feeling, journaling, meditation, looking at photos, visiting memorial spaces. For the person who needs meaning making, volunteering, creating art, helping others, spiritual practices. There's no right or wrong toolkit. There's only what works for you. When to seek additional support. Your toolkit is powerful, but it's not meant to handle everything alone. Here are signs you might need additional professional support. Increasing frequency. If grief waves are getting more frequent instead of less frequent over time. Concerning thoughts. If you're having thoughts of not wanting to be here anymore. Functional impact. If grief is significantly impacting your ability to work, maintain relationships, or take care of yourself for extended periods. More signs professional support may be needed. Unhealthy coping. If you're using unhealthy coping mechanisms like excessive drinking, isolating completely, or avoiding all reminders of life and joy. Emotional stuckness. If you feel stuck in anger, guilt, or despair for months without any relief, seeking additional support isn't failure. It's wisdom. It's recognizing that some journeys need professional guidance. Your toolkit can work alongside therapy, support groups, or medical support. They're not competing approaches. They're complementary. Graduation and celebration. Before we close, I want to acknowledge something important. You've just completed a significant healing journey. 6 weeks ago, you were drowning in grief, guilt, and regret. Today, you have tools. You have understanding. You have a path forward that honors both your pet's memory and your own healing. This isn't the end of your relationship with your pet. It's the beginning of a new phase, one where love lives alongside peace instead of pain. You've learned that grief doesn't mean you loved them less, that healing doesn't mean forgetting, that moving forward doesn't mean leaving them behind. Your accomplishments. You've created sacred closure rituals. You've processed guilt and regret. You've transformed memories from torture into treasure. You've built a support network and learned to handle difficult people with grace. Most importantly, you've given yourself permission to live fully again while keeping your pet's love alive in your heart. This is no small accomplishment. This takes courage, commitment, and tremendous love. Your pet would be proud of the work you've done. They would want you to use these tools. They would want you to be okay. And you are okay. Not because the sadness is gone, but because you know how to dance with it now instead of being crushed by it. Summary. Today we created your Ongoing Grief Recovery Toolkit. We covered understanding grief waves versus setbacks, building your immediate response kit, creating anniversary protocols, establishing maintenance practices, customizing tools to your needs, and knowing when to seek additional support. Your final action steps for this course. This week, assemble your physical toolkit, gather the items, create the playlists, write the letters, save the contact information, make it real and accessible. This month, test your toolkit, use different tools and see what works best for you. Adjust and refine as needed. Ongoing, maintain your toolkit, update it regularly, share tools with others who are grieving, continue growing and healing. Remember, healing isn't linear. You'll have good days and hard days. That's not failure. That's love lasting beyond life. Your journey forward. You now have everything you need to handle whatever comes. You have tools, you have understanding, and most importantly, you have the knowledge that you can survive this and thrive beyond it. Your pet's greatest gift to you was unconditional love. Honor that gift by loving yourself through this journey, using these tools, and living fully. From guilt to grace. You've made the journey. Now you have the map to help others do the same. Congratulations, and thank you for having the courage to heal.